So me and Marissa are getting married. Woo! In August, and August is one of the hottest months in Portugal. So we thought, let's just build a bit of a temporary shade structure using some of the eucalyptus poles that we have. So these poles just come from the forest, extend it across this way and put a few more poles down here, and then build a kind of like shaded roof area over the top where we can drape some kind of cloth and hang some lights and things for the summer in general, and for the wedding in particular. So we've got a second building project on top of our building project, which is ongoing, the shade roof project, but it is a geodesic dome greenhouse thing. So for Marissa's birthday, I got one of these buddies, which is a hubs like dome thing. Comes in this wicked bag, which is cool, and it's all really nicely designed and thought through. Comes with like great instructions. Basically what happens is you just basically buy these hubs, these little plastic hubs that have these little attachments to them that kind of click in. Essentially you put them together with your own sticks. You get your own sticks and you put them together into different arrangements of domes. You can make whatever size you want, essentially. So that's what we have here. We've got a bunch of sticks, which we just went to the DIY store to buy. Basically what we've got to do is just kind of arrange and organize these. I got to chop off the little spiky bits, divide them into like shorter and longer pieces. Then we need to attach these little bits, which are in this bag, which go directly onto the wood using screws, and then they click into these kind of central hubs, and then in theory we build a cool dome, which Marissa can move all of her seeds and propagations and sort of more delicate things into, because we can cover it with some shade so they get a bit of protection from the sun, but then they're still quite exposed to the wind, so that they grow nice and strong, which is what isn't happening currently in the annex. The seedlings are kind of just growing all little spindly. Once we move them into the sun and the wind, then they just kind of sink or swim. Like some of them make it and others just kind of die straight away. So it would be great to have a little greenhouse / like potting shed type thing, and it's a cool project. So we're building today. Well, hopefully we're building today. We're going to be clearing up the space over here and putting the dome together. And first part of that is moving this pile of bricks, which we started moving the other day, but got bored of because, you know, moving a pile of bricks is loads of fun. We're also recovering from COVID. Actually, we had COVID this week, which has been fun. Managed to dodge it for 2 years and then finally got it. So yeah, I mean, all good, mostly. And also it's incredibly hot, so we only can work like in the mornings and in the evenings, and in the middle of the day we've got to go siesta or something. So yeah, see if we can get a lot of this clearing done this morning and then maybe get building this afternoon. So we cleared up the stones, all the bricks are over there, while Marissa is tidying up the or pulling out the onions, which were some of the first veg that we planted in these initial veg beds before we had these guys. I think you can see, yeah, which are doing really well. I'll show you the new toy that we got. So we got this Makita electric strimmer, which is super cool. 36 volt, uses two 18 volt Makita batteries, and it's got like multiple attachments, so you can take this strimmer head off and you can attach lots of different things, like a head cutter or a leaf blower I've even seen, or a bunch of other stuff, which is pretty cool. And we've been using this to clean up the land a little bit because it's been getting a little bit overgrown. This used to be completely overgrown, like really high weeds and high grasses, and we just trimmed it all, which is super nice. And then you can see here, this was the first like test patch that I did in the middle there, just see how it works. Now that we've gotten these bricks out of here, I can chop off this bit as well, and then do a bit more over there as well once the onions are gone, because this is where we want to put the dome. Yeah, it's a bit of a slope, so we'll have to figure out a way to even it up a bit, but yeah, should be good.
Use this one now. That's like...
It's a great machine, but we ran out of cord, so we're trying to get it done with just this much, and it's not going to work. So we've got different bits. We've got a long pole, a short pole, and each of the poles have got these little joins attached to the end of them, which are just screwed in. And these little bits attached to these guys, which are like little joints basically, and they just pop in, boop. And then you attach 5 more sticks to this, and that provides the joint, and it kind of has this little bit of mobility which allows it to be placed into position correctly. Yeah, so it's a really cool system. That was fast, wasn't it? How long did that take? Like
20 minutes, because we also messed up.
Yeah, you say we.
Ah.
So yeah, it's all set now. Look at this. So each of these sticks goes into this hub, and it's just clipped in. And then there's a combination of short and long sticks, as you can see, like here. Like this one is a long one, this one's a short one, and it produces these this grid of triangles. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. So what we got left to do is figure out what we want to do with the bases. We'll probably put some of those eucalyptus stumps in the base, and then drill the hubs into those so that it gets nice and sturdy. Yeah, so in some of these we want to block them out with shade cloth so that there's a nice shade for the midday sun, and then on other ones we'll just put like mesh so that the wind and the good bugs can come through, like bees and everything. And then yeah, obviously we've got to clear up the ground a bit so that it doesn't just end up growing loads of bushes. So to make a door, there's a few different ways you can make a door with this thing apparently, but to me the one that was simplest, the simplest, was that these two, you essentially extend the length. This hub gets raised up, and then you have this kind of tall triangular section that you can walk through a bit more easily. So it's just a case of figuring out how long we want them to be, and then you either use sticks of that length, or you just drill these two sticks together, and then you have these kind of double reinforced sticks for the doorways. In theory, it's simple. We'll see. Okay, so after an initial attempt, it's a little bit more involved than we first thought. We need to swap this one with this one, and this one with this one. So this is a long length, and this is a short length, even though they kind of look exactly the same. And we swap them around, and then increase the length of these using the adjuster sticks. So that involves taking out a lot of sticks, and hopefully things not collapsing.